Your pinpoint forecast with meteorologist Cedric Haynes.
Hey, good Saturday evening, Southwest Louisiana. I hope you've been enjoying this nice evening. It's a good one to get outside there. We've got a few clouds, but overall the weather is cooperating pretty well for those outdoor evening activities. 77 degrees right now. Again, just a few of those clouds. Look at the wind now shifting out of the north and east. That's bringing in a little dry air. But you can see dew point is still in the low to mid 70s, so it hasn't quite arrived yet, but we've just seen that wind shift. And eventually I think that will take place. And yeah, even picked up some more rain today at the airport. That's about, I think, 4 days in a row now that we've actually had rain falling at the in Lake Charles and across a good portion of Southwest Louisiana. So we've been enjoying this streak of rainy days, but and some sunshine mixed in there as well. But I do expect changes are on the way. Check out temperatures across the rest of the area. You can see they're in the low to mid 70s. Pretty uniform out there. 77 again here in Lake Charles, 74 to Quincy, and 75 degrees in DeRidder. Now, we talked about this last week, and a lot of people were asking me about this week, so I wanted to remind everyone what we were talking about, and that's September is the month of change. And so if you're awaiting some of that first taste of fall, that first cold front to come through, that first batch of cool air to make it in, it's going to be on the way. It's just a matter of time. But the records show us, and if we look back in history, it's clear to see that that eventually happens at some point this month. As you can see, the average high temperature at the beginning of the month was in the lower 90s, but as we head towards the middle of the month, the average high drops to the upper 80s, and by the end of the month, yeah, the average high is only into the mid 80s. So changes are on the way for Southwest Louisiana. It may just take a little time, but eventually they will arrive in the next couple of weeks. Here's a look at the satellite radar composite. Locally, you can see things are drying out now, but we had those scattered showers again today. But now the change is going to be as we look towards the north and east, this big blue H. And for some, this is good news. For some, it's not good news. If you have football practices and things like that outside, you're happy that this big blue H is going to build in. But if you want the rain for the gardens or the flowers or anything, you're not going to be that happy because that high pressure is also going to be bringing with it. That means dry air is going to be pushing in across a good portion of the southeast, and that will be arriving, and means we're going to dry out things. So here's a look at Futurecast. You can see that pretty well. Most of the rain pushing to our south in the Gulf of Mexico and into Texas. We stay dry as we go throughout your Monday. Tuesday, again, I'm going to leave in a very slight chance for an isolated storm, mainly along the coastal parishes throughout the week. But for the most part, we should mainly stay dry as high pressure will be large and in charge of our forecast. Now, heading by Tuesday, you can see again, a few of these isolated showers may pop up, but again, about a 20% chance. Not a lot of rainfall chances this week. Maybe by the weekend we may see an increase in rain chances again for us. Quick check on the tropics right now. Of course, nothing that we're monitoring close here in the Gulf of Mexico. We had a depression that moved into Mexico earlier this week, but that's about it. We go all the way across the Atlantic. Here's Africa. And yeah, we're watching a new disturbance here off the coast of Africa here. This is our next disturbance. Could be a tropical system within the next 24 hours. Partly cloudy skies and muggy, 70 degrees tonight, 92 for your Sunday, partly cloudy and hot. Over the next 7 days, very slight rain chances. It's going to stay mainly on the warm and humid side, but overall not too bad. Notice those temperatures cooling down just a little bit. Let's look at your forecast for now. Stay with us. Seth is up next with sports.